Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. Nothing in your life has changed. Your bank account is exactly the same. Your relationships are exactly the same. Your home, your job, your body unchanged. Yet somehow, everything feels different. The anxious voice that narrated every decision has fallen silent. The constant need for approval has vanished. The restless search for what's next no longer controls you. For the first time in your life, simply being alive feels enough. Now imagine something else. Imagine reaching that same state, only to discover it comes with sleepless nights, overwhelming waves of emotion, strange sensations moving through your body, and a complete collapse of everything you once believed about yourself. Is this enlightenment, or is it the dangerous cost of awakening? For thousands of years, spiritual traditions have claimed there are two fundamentally different kinds of happiness. One depends on what happens to you. The other emerges from what awakens within you. Kundalini sits at the center of that claim. But if awakened happiness truly exists, why do so many people describe the journey as one of the most difficult experiences of their lives? Tonight, we're exploring one of the greatest paradoxes in spirituality. Why the happiness that ancient masters described as ultimate freedom often begins with everything falling apart. The cafe is full. Laptops glow beneath warm lights. People laugh over coffee. Outside, commuters hurry toward appointments already running late. At first glance, everyone seems to be pursuing the same destination: a better career, a stronger relationship, more financial security, better health, a larger home. Another achievement. Each goal carries the same quiet promise: when I get there, I'll finally be happy. It is one of the oldest stories humanity has ever told itself. And in many ways, it works. Research in psychology consistently shows that meaningful relationships, physical health, purpose, and financial stability all contribute to well-being. Few serious scholars would argue otherwise. Happiness is not an illusion simply because circumstances matter. Yet another finding appears just as consistently: people adapt. The long-awaited promotion becomes ordinary. The dream car loses its excitement. The perfect vacation becomes a memory. The relationship that once felt miraculous quietly settles into routine. Psychologists often describe this pattern as hedonic adaptation our tendency to return toward a familiar emotional baseline after positive or negative life events. The mind quickly transforms today's miracle into tomorrow's normal. Ancient yogic traditions noticed something remarkably similar centuries before modern psychology gave it a name. They observed that pleasure was not the problem, attachment was. According to classical yoga and Vedantic philosophy, suffering arises not because joy is wrong, but because the mind continually clings to experiences that cannot last. Pleasure fades. Youth fades. Status fades. Even identity changes. Trying to build permanent happiness upon impermanent conditions was compared to constructing a palace on shifting sand. This historical perspective reflects philosophical teachings rather than scientific fact, yet its insight has resonated across centuries and cultures. Still, a profound question remains: if external happiness eventually fades, what replaces it? For many spiritual traditions, the answer was never more pleasure. It was awakening. But awakening did not mean escaping the world. It meant experiencing the same world through an entirely different state of consciousness. That claim sounds extraordinary. Fortunately, history gives us more than abstract philosophy. It gives us people who insisted they had actually lived it. One of the most influential voices came from India in the 19th century. Mystics surrounding figures such as Ramakrishna described moments of overwhelming bliss arising during deep spiritual absorption. These experiences were interpreted within their religious tradition as glimpses of divine reality, not as proof that everyone would or should experience the same phenomena. Decades later, practitioners from many traditions would report similar transformations. Some described boundless compassion. Others reported a quiet joy untouched by success or failure. Still others struggled through months or years of confusion before any lasting peace emerged. Their stories shared one unsettling pattern. The happiness they found did not arrive because life became easier. It arrived because the person chasing happiness appeared to change, which raises an even deeper question. If Kundalini Awakening transforms the one who experiences life, what exactly changes inside the human mind? And can modern neuroscience detect anything at all when people claim their consciousness has fundamentally shifted? The search for that answer takes us from ancient meditation halls to laboratories filled with brain scanners, where one of spirituality's oldest claims meets one of science's newest questions.